Hello, I'm Pastor Jeffries. I'm the pastor of the Philadelphia Church of Universal Brotherhood. We're located at 530 Eastern Parkway, right in the heart of Crowns Heights, and we are happy that you took some time to be with us today on Mindful Monday. We're fast approaching the end of another year. I don't know if you're like me, but if you're like me, you're amazed at how fast this year seems to go. Every year, it seems to go a little faster than the year before. But I want to lock us in and I want us to stay focused on our goals. We're more than halfway through the year and we have written our chief definite aims. We've written our goals for 2023, and it's time to take an inventory and make sure we are on track to accomplish those things that we have set out to accomplish in 2023. The year is zooming by. I want you to remember that you are a tributary to the mind of the Almighty, that you are, in fact, His masterpiece. You're His workmanship. Just like rivers have tributaries, all looking for the ocean, your mind is a tributary to the mind of God, and you can achieve anything that you put your mind to. Why? Because you're backed up by the best. The infinite mind of God is in you. And it's a good time. We did discuss this and we brought this back to view near the beginning of the year. Well, it's time to check and see, have we been on point? Are we achieving those things that we set out to achieve? It's never too late, and we have to make up our minds that, hey, this is a good year, and I'm going to achieve more this year than I did last year. I'm going to achieve those things I wrote down in January. Huh? It's time to take inventory. It's time to thank him for helping you get to where you are right now and remind him that you're counting on him to take you all the way. So when we get down the next 3 or 4 months, we're on point. So there is one mind common to all individual men. Every man is an inlet to the same and to all of the same. I want you to remember that. What do I mean by that? That means you have access to the infinite mind of God. You have access to the all knowing mind of God, the omniscience of Him. You have access. How do you get access to this? How do you trade ideas and thoughts with it? Through by sitting down, taking some time, and telling him that you appreciate the fact that he thinks through your mind. Invite him in meditation and prayer, in silence. Take some time out for yourself and strengthen yourself. Build yourself up in the mind of God. I mean, listen, this is not fantasy. This is more real than that I'm talking to you. This works. It is how God created the universe. It is what Jesus Christ came down here to show us that we can do. As a matter of fact, he said that you can do it better than him. And all you have to do is try. You can make it if you try. Just stay on point. Why am I saying this? Because we're getting close to the end of the year and we want to stay on track. Plus, we want to remind you of the greatness that you have in you. I have greatness in me. You have greatness in you. Use it, and you will always understand that he wants to help you and that he's here. He says, in his word. He says, call on me and I will show you great and wonderful things that you never knew before. He's willing to help you out. He's willing to put you at the top of the list so that you are an achiever. You want to know and remember that you are the focal point of the universe, and all that life is, all that God is right where you are right now, with you right now. You are now in the mind of God. You just make use of it. Use it. Sit down, take some time for yourself. How do you do it? In silence, in quietness, in confidence will be your peace. So, what does that mean? Sit down, take some time for yourself. Talk to the Lord about what's on your mind, what you want to achieve, what's important to you. Ask Him to help you achieve it. Let Him know I'm depending on you to achieve this, to make this happen, to bring it forth, bring it past. Remind Him that He said in His word that we always triumph in Christ Jesus, where you live and move and have your being. Let him know. Let him know that you're counting on him. This is what works. It's down to earth. It's true. It's real. It works if you do it. I'm a testimony to it. And I'm just sharing this with you because I want you to have a powerful year. I want you to have a triumphant year. We're going through this together. Mindful Monday is about accomplishing those things that are important in your life, those things that you want to achieve, those things that bring you close into the realization that you have access to the mind of God. You do. We all do. It's the ones that use it, the ones that practice it, that are going to excel, like everything else. Your mind, your consciousness is a particular channel for the flowing into expression of the one mind, the one intelligence that is the heart of the universe. We have an obligation to life to use the gifts and the blessings we're given for the good of others and to fulfill God's purpose for your life. When you approach it from that end, you are unstoppable. I had an incident last week that brought me back to the fact that that your words have power. I was in a situation where I had to produce, I had to perform, and it just came upon me. So what did I do? I did what I know. I knew I couldn't handle it, so I referred and I retired into myself, into that mind of God that's within me, right? And I told him, Lord, you know, I don't know what's going on here. I need you to stand forth and handle this for me. I said it mentally to myself, but all of us have that ability to do. But you got to use it. The more you use it, it's like a muscle. The more you use a muscle, the stronger you get. Use that mind and invite the mind of God to think through your mind, to be a part of your daily procedure. And that infinite mind of God that is in you will will come forth for you. We hope in God. That's what we do. We not the kind of hope that you're wondering and you're like, no, hope, the God kind of hope. We hope in him because he's invited us to bring our troubles, bring our trials, bring our situations to him, and he'll show us great and wonderful things. Well, I believe that. You need to believe that. It's the truth. Let it work for you. Let it work for you. Listen, this is Mindful Monday, and this week I want you to be mindful that you have access to the mind of God. It says so in the Bible. And if you are practicing that, get back on it. Sometimes we start and then we stop, and then we remember that we have stopped and we start again. Well, get back on the bicycle and let's ride this out to the end of the year because it's powerful. Our motto and our theme this year is Lo, I come to do your will. You got rid of the first because the second was better and has more promise and works better for me. I'm here to do your will. Bless me, help me, encourage me, perform in my behalf. These are the things you ask Him for in prayer. Sit down, take some time for yourself, and build up yourself in the mind of God so that you are powerful out there. That's my mindful reminder on this mindful Monday. Let's go through the week joyful, encouraged in the Lord. Let's do good wherever we can do good. Let's push forward. I'm reminding you that you have an open invitation to be with us. We're right there at 530 Eastern Parkway, right on the corner of Nostrand Avenue in the heart of Crown Heights. And we'll be looking for you. We're there every Saturday morning, 10 o'clock, and we're there until about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The main service starts at 11:30. You don't want to miss that. Build yourself up, bring someone that matters with you, and let's have a good time together. In the meantime, remember that the best is yet to come, and you're a winner. Remember that. You're a winner. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.